Hello, great beings of the Jump Rope Dude Nation. How are you? Yo, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? In today's video, we're going to be discussing how to start losing your man boobs immediately. So this one's directed more at my male audience. This is a question that we get asked a lot. How do I get rid of those man boobs? And what I mean by man boobs, it's actually called gynecomastia. It just means a buildup of fat around the chest area in males. Now, this is a pretty common issue that we have. If you're someone that has a lot of body fat, chances are you have a lot stored in your belly and also potentially up here in your chest. So today's video is not going to be much different than many others, but I do want to address some specific things that you can do to your chest region to just make it overall look and appear the way that you want it to more. Now, I want to remind you guys, there is no way you can spot reduce. So you can't target your man boobs and be like, I want to get rid of fat here, and that's it. Your genetics are going to play a huge role. Like, some people just have naturally this like wide, muscular, perfectly shaped chest, and other people don't have as good of a chest and they tend to gain more fat there. But also those same people might be better in one area or the other. The point I'm trying to make is once you lose all that body fat, your genetics play a big role in how you actually look underneath there. So I'm going to give you practical advice on how to start losing your man boobs immediately, like starting today. But just know that don't compare yourself to other people. This is your journey. You're on this together. Be patient. Let's do this. Let's talk about how to get rid of your man boobs. The first thing I want you to do is immediately go to our calorie and macronutrient calculator. It's linked up on the screen here. It's also in the description. You need to start understanding exactly how much food you need to eat and specifically how many grams of protein you need to eat in order to start consistently losing weight. I made another video talking about how to count your calories and exactly why you should be doing that. So we have that video, so check that out. And then also the calorie and macronutrient calculator will give you how many calories you need to be eating on a daily basis to start losing body fat and losing your man boobs. Next up, those calories that you're eating, it's important to be in a calorie deficit, but like I said, you need to eat a very high protein diet. Eating a high protein diet just makes everything easier. It keeps you leaner. It keeps you less hungry. In my opinion, it's more enjoyable because I get to eat like meat and fish and eggs and all the stuff that I like. What you're going to want to do there is we have a PDF called My Simple Routine for Staying Super Lean All Year Round. It gives you an exact food list that I eat and what I eat most of, but that's probably the easiest place to go. So check that out. That's like our food. That's like the Jump Rope Dude food list of how do I, okay, what protein sources should I be using when I'm trying to lose weight? Next, you need to do cardio and resistance training. Now we're talking about your man boobs, okay? We're talking about your upper body. You need to be doing push-ups at the very least. I would say lifting weights as well. If you have time for that in your routine, you're going to get better results with removing your man boobs if you are lifting weights, but you need to at least be doing push-ups. If you are not doing any kind of resistance training in your upper body, it's not going to work. Like I've noticed even in myself, when I'm doing a bunch of push-ups and pull-ups, my upper body just looks more muscular, more fit, more tight, all of that. At times during this business when I've not been doing as many push-ups or pull-ups, I can tell that I just look a little bit softer in my upper body. And especially for something like man boobs, you're not just going to like sweat off all the pounds and then reveal this like, really nice chest. You have to work at it. You have to do, my recommendation personally would be doing at least 100 push-ups 3 times per week, or getting in the weight room and doing a weightlifting program. I don't have any of those because this is a jump rope channel, but maybe we'll do one soon, a weightlifting jump rope program. Comment below, let me know what you think. But basically, you need to be training intensely 30 to 45 minutes at least 3 times per week. I'm not saying you got to do it every day, but 3 times per week, awesome. If it's 4, that's good too, but I think you can do 3 as long as it's intense and involves cardio and resistance training. You're on the right path. We have a bunch of free workouts here, or if you want a more structured approach, go check out the Jarity app, which that link is up on the screen here too. Next up, we have walk. Walking just helps you burn extra calories. I am just always leaner and I feel better when I'm out walking around, getting the blood flowing. Again, man boobs, the process of losing them is no more than doing resistance training and losing body fat. And the more calories you're going to burn, the more you're going to be in a calorie deficit, and therefore that's how you lose the body fat. The next thing I want to talk, so that's like everything that you have to do. I know it doesn't sound like much. It's actually not that much. You just have to be consistent about everything that I told you. But the next thing is you need to be patient because this process is going to take longer than like 1 week. It's going to take longer than a month. It might take like 6 months. And let me remind you, once you get the result, if you don't practice the habits that are necessary to maintain that result, then then you're at risk of going back to getting man boobs. Like it's not enough just to do this, you have to maintain it. So my recommendation would be patient with yourself. Tell yourself like this is gonna take a while. I'm in it for the long haul. I'm not gonna get all freaked out day to day if I'm not getting exactly where I want. I'm going to just be patient and do exactly what I'm, supposed to be doing in terms of working out and eating right. And then after 6 months, I'm going to check my progress and see what I need to change. After a year, I'm going to check my progress and see what I need to change. Next, don't be obsessed with the scale. That's how people just like freak themselves out. I know it's tempting. Like even I sometimes will go weigh myself, and like I weighed myself after the holidays and I was like, oh dude, a little bit high there. And I can't help but have that psychological reaction of like, oh no, I need to lose weight. It's bad. But I'm trying to encourage you, I should say, even when I look at the scale, I don't have a huge freak out. I'm just like, oh, okay, well, time to lose a little bit of weight. And I feel that you need to be the same way. If you're doing all these things and you don't see drastically like pounds coming off, it's not a big deal. Just stay patient. The amount of weight you lose over the course of 3 months, 6 months, 9 months is way more important than like the day to day or even week to week amount that you're seeing on the scale. And lastly, I want to leave you guys with take weekly progress pics, because when you can visually see what your body looks like, that's the best way for you to tell like, okay, what I'm doing is working and I just need to stick to that, or what I'm doing is not working and I'm not seeing any results after like 2 to 3 months. Like now I need to do something different. And I guarantee you, out of everything I just said, you're not going to need to do something drastically different. Like maybe you need to lower your calories a little bit or eat more protein or do a more intense resistance workout. But the process to losing your man boobs, guys, is the same process as losing body fat in general. So again, with these videos, I think it's helpful because I think a lot of people in this audience, judging by the analytics, it does look like there's a lot of guys out there who struggle with having man boobs, with having gynecomastia. But dude, I just totally lost my train of thought, dude. But, oh, Jesus, come on, Dan. Come on, brah. The process to losing man boobs, guys, is the same process for losing body fat all over your body. So really what this is about and what all of these videos are about are just about you starting to take actual control of your habits and starting to introduce these super basic habits that have been around forever, that I'm, just introducing them into your routine so that you can slowly start to lose body fat. Because once you start to have a good routine, and like once you lean down and you have this solid routine of being able to maintain it, you don't think about videos like this. Like, how do I get rid of my man boobs? How do I get rid of my butt fat? How do I get rid of my stomach fat? You will understand that all of this works together, and the best thing you can do is just do the things necessary, like I talked about in this video, to lose body fat all over your body. And dude, like you can't change everything about yourself. Like you might have, like sometimes, here's one. I notice that when I gain weight, I gain it way faster in my stomach and my face, and my legs stay like thinner. And I don't like that because I like to be like lean and kind of thin and fast, but that's not really my physique. I kind of have more of like an endomorph or like mesomorph to endomorph, like bigger guy physique. So I do gain weight in my upper body a lot faster, but I can't change that. And so when I do get super lean, I'm just like, cool, dude, I think I look great. I like the way I look. I know when I do gain some weight, this is how I'm gonna look, and I can't change that. So my goal has always been, how do I look the way I want to and feel the way I want to? And outside of that, I know it's not perfection, but it feels good for me and my goals. So that's all I got to say about losing man boobs today. If you guys need I know I mentioned some resources in this video. The best resource that you can get is the Jarity app, because that is where all of our programs sit. There's like structured follow along. This is how you lose weight. We give you thousands of workouts within the app that you can do. We tell you which workouts to do. We give you diet advice, nutrition information. We have an accountability forum in there. So it's like the best place to go if you're trying to lose weight and you've struggled in the past. We also got jump ropes. Our favorite brand is Crossrope. They're linked up in the description. You already know, 60-day money back guarantee if you don't like them, but I think that you will. Thanks for tuning in. Let's talk about it in the comments. And I hope that this year has started off for you well, and I hope that you are on your way to looking and feeling just better in 2025.